Welcome back, guys. This is game two between Charmflash and UD. Sorry for the little hesitation there. I was just letting the guys know that they could play, and I'm not a good multitasker. But UD is on the bottom, and he's got a Breloom against a Heracross on top from Charmflash. So UD busting out some weird stuff in this match without hesitation. He had a Mantine last game, and he's got a Breloom now. And this is a lead that I don't even know. Breloom on Heracross. Check for speed here. So of the two, Heracross has potential to be faster. I would assume that Heracross, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't want to get spored. Megahorn hurts, but it definitely doesn't kill, and he doesn't want to get spored. This is hard. Or maybe it does kill it. I don't even. Wow, this is a crazy lead matchup. This is pretty cool. Anyhow, I did check on the prediction thread in this match in between games, and what it ended up being was it is 26 votes against 7 votes. Very, very one-sided. 26-7 say that UD is going to win this match, and he very well may. It is a best of 3, but in order to do that, he's going to have to win this game and the next game, and Charmflash looked good in game 1. He looked sharp. He did not look like a play-in player or like somebody who doesn't belong here. He looked sharp. Whether or not that will continue, we'll see. Way too early in this game to know. UD did switch to a Skarm on the Megahorn. It did very, very little. So let me tell you this. So when you lead with Heracross, right, you are begging, even if you kill something, you are begging for a Dugtrio revenge kill. So to me, when I see lead Heracross, I instantly think Porygon 2. I have no idea what Charmflash's team is, or UD's. I have no inside knowledge. I don't make these guys submit teams. I have no clue what they have. But to me, it makes a lot of sense that there would be a Porygon 2 somewhere for Charmflash. Magneton also makes sense with Heracross, but it also makes sense with Porygon 2. And there it is. I was going to say, because Magneton is yet another Pokemon that absolutely hates Dugtrio, right? And every single time that Magneton does its job, kills Skarm, there will always, always, always be a Dugtrio follow-up if it's there. So clearly, P2 is going to have his opportunity to Trace Arena trap Dugtrio and subsequently kill it. So it makes a lot of sense to me that there'd be a Porygon 2, and it's not going to take a lot of time and a lot of speculation because we're just going to see via the luck of the 1 in 5 Whirlwind that there is, in fact, a Porygon 2. So he changes it up and goes Ice Beam here as opposed to the Thunderbolt, which is more obvious. That turns out to be the inferior result. Thunderbolt would have done more to the incoming Milo, but what can you do? He didn't know that. This could be the Cowboy Dan team that he used in the, I want to say semifinals last year against Star. The reason this sticks out in my mind, not only because I personally know this team pretty well, and I've talked to Dan at length about it, but also because if it is that team, Charmflash actually used this exact same team already in the play-ins. I don't remember if he won or lost that game, but I distinctly remember Charmflash using that specific team in the play-ins. And it certainly looks like it. It has no bulky water. It is Celebi, T-Tar, and I'm blanking on what the last poke is right now, but there's no bulky water on the team. Maybe it's Flygon? I don't remember. But I remember Dan telling me that the team is particularly weak to DD sweepers, DD Tar in particular, because it does not have a proper bulky water. Now, looking at UD's team, he might have a Magneton as well. Both Milo and Flygon really, really appreciate when Skarm is not around, so there definitely could be a Magneton there. It's also possible. I mean, Breloom can handle Skarm a little better. Drill Peck is more common on Skarm these days than it has been in a long time. So maybe Breloom is not as good as it once was against Skarm, because there was a long period of time where Skarm just didn't carry attacks at all. It was just like Whirlwind, Protect, Toxic, and Spikes. And in that matchup, Breloom just sits in there for free and just spams Focus Punch, and Breloom obviously wins out. But now that Drill Peck on Skarm is very common again, perhaps Breloom also needs Magneton's assistance to make Skarm go away. So we see Leech Seed here from Celebi. It's going to hit Milo. Interesting matchup here. So it might be Scar Mag from UD, which is what I anticipate. And man, I'm forgetting the last Pokemon for Charmflash's team. It's Titar and something if it's the Dan team. Like I said, it might be Flygon, but I don't quite remember. But this definitely looks like the Cowboy Dan team that we have already seen him use in this tour. BP, that's going to be the end of the Scarm, obviously, via Magneton here. So it's interesting for UD if do you even Dugtrio here. I mean, yeah, you'd kill the Mag, but you already know this Porygon too. You already know it's dead. So like if he has a Dugtrio, does he go for it? He decides no. He goes to his own Magneton here, which I'm not surprised. We figured with the Milo and the Flygon and kind of sort of the Breloom that UD would have a Mag. So that makes sense to me. Last poke, maybe T-Tar for UD. I mean, it could just be like a Salamence or some kind of sweeper, but yeah, it could be a couple things. I could see it being like a Coon, like a DD-Mence, like a DD-Tar, something along those lines. Hidden power from both of them, way more damage from Charm Flashes, but UD, unless you won the speed tie, has the faster Magneton and will in fact kill off Charm Flash's Mag. However, what Charm Flash can do after this is he can go to his Porygon 2, which will trace Magnet Pull, and that's going to prevent the Magneton from UD from switching, and then he can use the P2 to finish off the Magneton. Whether or not he'll do that, I don't know. I think that's what I would do. I don't see a great reason to not do that unless he's really, really afraid of getting his Porygon 2 hit with like Thunder Wave or Toxic. And to be fair, there is no Natural Cure Pokemon right now on UD's team that Porygon 2 could trace and then get rid of whatever status effect he gets stuck with here. I think I would go Status instead of Fish for the crit, but no, UD sees it differently. He goes straight Thunderbolt, giving himself a chance to BS out there with a crit, but it does not come. So Porygon 2 is going to find himself just under half, but Charm Flash is going to find himself with a 5-4 lead and 2 unrevealed pokes, though I suspect if this is the team that I think it is, I would assume that UD knows what the last 2 pokes are. I would feel pretty comfortable with that assessment. UD thinks now is the time to Spore. He finds Celebi, which will unspore itself when it Natural Cures away. So UD will presumably have another opportunity to do that. He's going to go Focus Punch, and Celebi's going to stay in to take it on the chin like a trooper. 34% is how much that does. He may just Focus Punch again here. Porygon 2 doesn't want to switch into it. Neither does the T-Tar that I think he has, and I think Flygon takes a ton from it too. So Focus Punch is actually tricky to switch in on here. I might just Focus Punch again if I'm UD. But obviously there are things that you'd want to get on the switch in with the Spore. But how bad does it feel if you just Spore here and the Celebi just sits in? And Charmflash decides the answer is going to be to fodder off Porygon 2. He's going to get nailed by the Focus Punch on the way in, and we've got ourselves a quick 4-4 situation, just 15 turns in. Heracross is the follow-up. Straight Mega Horn here. It's gaining lefties. 50% to Milo despite not being banded. That would have been the killing Mega Horn, but he's going to unluckily miss with the 85% accuracy. UD getting a much-needed break because it feels to me like he's been on the back foot basically all series. He was on the back foot pretty much the entire time Game 1, and it feels like Charmflash, even though not as much as Game 1, it feels like Charmflash has been pretty ahead in this game, or at least a little bit, the whole time as well. So that was a lucky miss for UD. And Charmflash going for a different kind of BS now. He goes Rock Slide, trying to catch a flinch, doesn't get it. Mega Horn connects now, and there is Recover. Heracross has had a couple of opportunities to Swords Dance if he has it, but he hasn't gone for it. He goes Mega Horn now, Surf comes down, so UD is committed to sticking out this 1v1 matchup and trying to win that way. He has a decent chance to do it. It's going to take some time, but he does have a decent chance. Another Mega Horn miss here. Milo back to 100%. Heracross not going down quickly, but it is going down. And this is not the team that I thought it was because, like I said, the team that I thought it was does not have a bulky water. So maybe this is a modified version from Charmflash of the Cowboy Dan team. Toxic's connecting from both players after a miss from Charmflash, so he's missed 85% accurate moves 3 times in this game, and he does not show Refresh, so that might mean he has Ice Beam. Got to be careful here. He's going to scout for it. That was well done by UD. Going to make a point to go straight back to the Milo after baiting out the Ice Beam, but he doesn't find it. And Charmflash refreshes now, as does UD. So full set for both of them. Toxic, Recover, Refresh, Surf. Both of them the exact same Milo set. And we could be in for a bit of a grind here. Refresh and refresh. So yeah, this one definitely has the potential to go long. See what they both want to do. I mean, if they both don't have a good switch, then kind of is what it is. And like I said, this one might take a minute. There's Recover, and there is Toxic. So another problem here is that Refresh has, wow, Zamiato is not hitting his 85%ers this game. That's a 4th miss for him. But anyway, more importantly, Toxic has way less PP than Refresh. As you can see here, base 16, whereas Refresh is base 32. So massive difference there, and the Toxics are going to run out way before the Refreshes do, and then we're going to get in a position where these things can't hurt each other at all. Even with 5 crit Surfs in a row, they don't kill each other. So if we end up with Milo on Milo and they're both out of Toxics, that's just a very, very long grind. And at some point, somebody either PP stalls out or somebody switches. Keep in mind, this whole thing wouldn't be happening if Charmflash had simply hit that Mega Horn, that 85% Mega Horn on the Milo that missed. Which is crappy, because, I mean, I think Charmflash, if he had hit that, would be in a commanding position right now. This exact same game, only UD doesn't have Milo. I think Charmflash is dominating. Charmflash may still win, but it's a lot less clear now. It is now anybody's game. The other hacks have not mattered as much. He's missed a couple subsequent Mega Horns, couple Toxics, whatever. Those are not as important. Hitting Toxic on Milo or not, when we know it has Refresh, really just isn't a big deal. Basically, it hardly matters at all. And same thing, the one Mega Horn miss is whatever, but that one other Mega Horn miss when it would have killed the Milo and it didn't connect, that's the big one. That's the one that counts. So like I said, like I've been saying, I think the last poke for Charmflash is T-Tar. It might be T-Tar for UD also, but I'm not as confident on that one. Charmflash, it's like almost certainly T-Tar. UD, some kind of sweeper. T-Tar makes a lot of sense, but it doesn't have to be. It could be like a DD Mence or something like that. I don't know what else it would be. Metagross last poke for Charmflash. I was incorrect. Here is Meta. So Milo cannot hurt this thing at all. All it has that touches it is Surf, which Meta handles fine. Metagross was not gaining lefties here, but he shows Double Edge, indicating that he's subbing down to a Lychee Berry, which he's not going to get here. He's going to be just out of range. He goes Double Edge again, and Milo's going to recover that off. However, Meta, no, he doesn't have Lychee Berry either. Is he Choice Band Double Edge here? This game just took a turn in UD's favor for sure. This Meta is going to be basically dead without doing anything, but UD has to ask himself here, and he might be calculating it right now, is does the Metagross have Boom? For example, if his item is Lumberry and he's not actually locked on Double Edge, the threat of Boom here is very, very real. So UD needs to do a damage calc if he hasn't already to find out, is he Choice Band locked on Double Edge? Do I just stay in here? And if he doesn't, the Metagross is dead, and this is a great turn for UD, and UD's clearly winning. Or does the Metagross maybe have Boom here, which would change things in a big way? If he were to Boom and take out the Milotic with it, that's a great trade for Charmflash. So UD is definitely going over that right now. I don't have the calc, and I'm not going to pull it up right now and miss the game, but that is definitely the decision that UD needs to make right now. Is he locked on it? Could he Boom me here? And it looks like he was actually locked on it. He does just go Double Edge again, and that's going to meet a T-Tower who's going to take it just fine with the resistance. And Metagross is going to knock itself out with Recoil. However, a quick revenge kill via Heracross leaves us in a 3-3 situation. All Pokemon revealed now. Flygon comes in, does not have U-Turn, that does not exist in this generation, but he could have Fire Blast here. Earthquake would not kill, Rock Slide would not kill. Flamethrower or Fire Blast, however, are real threats to the Heracross. So it's going to be on Charmflash to try to figure out what the Flygon wants to do. Flygon not gaining lefties. That could be a Choice Band Flygon. I still don't think Earthquake kills. Even then, It could have some weird hidden power, HP bug or something, but that also doesn't kill. HP flying would obviously kill it, even without a choice band. So Charmflash trying to figure out what he thinks is going to happen. Like I said, I think Heracross lives Earthquake here, even with the choice band Flygon. Charmflash might just stay in. Charmflash might just stay in Megahorn here. It's hard. I mean, you don't want to lose your Heracross to a Fire Blast when you can just go to Milo here and not care about Fire Blast. So this is a hard position for Charmflash. UD here has the advantage in that he's the one doing the proactive thing, and it's Charmflash who is going to have to react to him. We also don't know who's faster here, but Charmflash should have picked up on the fact that it's Choice Band Flygon, which should tell him that the Flygon's going to be faster. We cannot confirm that with Sand or Lefties. Wow! Goes Gust. Gets him with Gust. Nails that 4x weakness with Gust. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So if he's using Gust instead of HP Flying, he's got to have some other hidden power. HP Bug or something like that. But man, we just saw Gust in CALLOUS Invitational 3. How about that? And it's going to work, too. I mean, there's no way. Charmflash, who's not an ADV main, I mean, maybe he was thinking about hidden power flying. Maybe. I think what he was really thinking about was like Fire Blast or Flamethrower. But there is no way that Charmflash was playing around Gust. And I can't blame him there. Who would? Wow. Choice Band Gust is going to get him there. So he's got to be like Earthquake, Hidden Power, something other than flying. Otherwise, he wouldn't be using Gust. So like Earthquake, HP Bug, Gust, and last move either Fire Blast or Rock Slide. Wow. Wow. Gust. Alrighty. Well, this game is looking like it's going to be UD's, and if that is in fact the case, we're going to be going to a Game 3. That really bad Megahorn miss that I keep harping on, I mean, nothing we can do about it now, but that is going to end up making a difference, it looks like. Celebi does have HP Grass, but Toxic here is going to connect. But yeah, man, I think it's a different game if that Megahorn connects and takes the Milo down. That didn't happen, and shoulda, woulda, coulda does not matter in Pokemon. Oh no, I see UD commenting, and oh man, I'm not caught up with the speed of the actual game. Did something bad happen? I see the word come on. The words come on. Something bad might have happened here. Is it the crit? Is that what he was come onning at? It could be. Critical hit there, 55%. That could be very important for Charmflash. Like I said, the players are ahead of me based on the speed of the game. It looks like UD is going to win this. I mean, unless the Milo insta-wakes, maybe that's the come on. It just insta-wakes up and kills it. Yeah, that's rough. That's the come on, I think. That's where UD was not thrilled. That was a big one. He spores him. He goes Focus Punch. Milo instantly wakes, because of course it does. And we're now in a grindy situation. I don't want to click skip to end and be like 10 turns ahead. I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but I mean, I don't know how Charmflash wins here. We get into a PP stall. I don't know. Maybe he's got way more PP than UD does. Let's see. Let me just count that up real quick. So 10 plus 22, 32, plus another 43. So he's got 75 or something like that, if I remember what I said. And then let's see. 10 plus 27 is 37, plus 13 is 50. So 63 PP versus 70-something PP for Charmflash. Huh. Maybe Charmflash actually can win, because the Milotic, if it has Surfs and Recovers left, can beat the Flygon one-on-one potentially. Surf does not one-hit KO, but neither does anything that Flygon does. So Charmflash actually might have a chance. Oh, we're all caught up. Great. I can't even skip to the end. So this is where we actually are in the game. All right, so this is going to give me an opportunity to get some more accurate numbers. Let me look again. So 10 plus 27 is 37, plus another 46 on top of it. So yeah, he's got in the 70s for PP, whereas UD has 23 plus 23 is 56, or 46 rather, plus 25. Okay. So it looks like Charmflash has just slightly more PP than his opponent. This is about to be quite a grind. That is one of the unfortunate things about narrating live where, yeah, there's just not a lot to see here. This is not that exciting, and I'm just going to have to kill some dead air. By default, in the past, one of the... Oh, no, oh, wait. Okay, so that's UD just sneaking in the Flygon to just to kill a free turn there. So that's a smart play. That's one of the things that UD can do. He's got to be careful if Charmflash randomly changes it up and catches him on one of those turns and gets him with a Surf or a Toxic, but otherwise, UD can utilize that play to get himself ahead in the PP war. Charmflash is just going to have to, like, Jedi read his mind to know when the Flygon's coming in and catch it. Like, right there, he's going to go for it, but he's not correct. So specifically, looking at Surf and Toxic, 10 Toxics, a lot of Surfs, 21 of them, and then... Yeah, I mean, Surf and Toxic almost doesn't matter as much from UD. It's like, for UD, what matters is the amount of just PP, period. Whereas for Charmflash, the specifics, the amount matters too, but the specifics matter as well. Because Charmflash, even if he has PP left, if the PP are only in Refresh and Recover, then that's going to be no bueno. Whereas UD, so long as he has PP left at all, and the other Milo doesn't, that'll be good enough. Refresh and Recover. Charmflash repeatedly tried Surfs there. 3 turns in a row, then he stopped, then he did it again, now he goes for it again. Really trying to catch the Flygon on the way in. UD has only snuck it in that one time and has not dared to try it again. We are back to Refresh spamming here. You guys are lucky that he broke up the monotony and that he got the Flygon in that one time. Because I was about to tell you that in the past, when situations like this happen, when I was live narrating, my default for killing the dead air was to bust out in like some cheesy pop song. I would start with like Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time. And you don't want to hear me sing, and you definitely don't want to hear me sing some cheesy pop song, and that's what you'd be getting typically in this situation. Because let me tell you guys, my loneliness is killing me. Ugh. Milo on Milo. UD has not bothered to get that Flygon in again. I don't blame him. I mean, there's definitely risk in it. By doing it that one time, he tantalizes Charmflash and makes him sometimes throw Surf or Toxic. And in doing that, it just opens up Charmflash wasting important PP. So, like, the fact that he snuck in the Flygon, regardless of if and when he does it again, the fact that he did it just the one time just totally gets in the head of Charmflash and says, oh, fuck, I need to play around that and start surfing sometimes and start toxicking sometimes. And, yeah, UD has not brought it in a single time. He did it one time and never again. And it just changes the whole dynamic of the game. I mean, this situation is relatively straightforward. There's not a lot to think about here. I mean, Charmflash can either PP stall him out or he can't. He can either catch the Flygon on a switch or he can't. But the fact that he tantalized him, the fact that he showed him that one time, I think has an effect on the mentality of Charmflash of how he has to play this. Once we're caught up to the end, I'll try to get a count again. Flygon! Gets him with Surf. All right, 44%. That is actually a really interesting damage number because he may or may not live another one. That was like a very middling roll. It did 44, but it left him with 44. So maybe, maybe not, another Surf would kill. And he's going to go straight for that here. I would like to get an accurate PP count here if I could just catch up to the actual speed of the game. Here we go. So I'm in real time. 9 Toxics, 11 Surfs left, and how much PP? 20, 43, 53, 54 PP left for Milo, for Charmflash. For UD, we have, let's see, 27 plus 7, 36 plus 12, 40. Fuck, I forgot what I said for Charmflash. We have like 48 or something, is that right? 27 plus 7, 36 plus 12. Yeah, 48 for UD. And then whatever that equals. More than 48, or is it more than 48? Yes. So Charmflash still has a little bit more PP than UD, but the Flygon has damage on it now. So this is actually going to be pretty tight. Basically, for UD to win, he needs to just find the right balance of the number of times that he can sneak in the Flygon without getting it fucking killed, because if he loses the Flygon, all of a sudden maybe Charmflash wins the struggle on struggle Milotic war that will eventually ensue. So UD needs to find opportunities to sneak in the Flygon, because obviously Charmflash doesn't have the opportunity to click the pass button or the I decline button. He doesn't get to just click and go, yeah, you know what? I'll defer to you. I don't need to make a move this turn. Charmflash must use PP on something every turn. Doesn't have the option not to. So UD is like 5 less, something like that, 4 or 5 less PP than Charmflash. If it goes down to a Milo on Milo struggle, obviously the one who starts struggling first is at a disadvantage. So it's just a matter of, can UD find enough opportunities, and he's only going to need 3 or 4-ish more of them, to sneak in the Flygon on something safe, like a refresh preferably, or a recover, and make Charmflash waste PP, whereas UD is not wasting PP, and then you go from there. So this is all mind games. This is all, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the term Yomi, but that is what this game is. This is all Yomi. This is all just the players making stone cold rocks, paper, scissors, poker kind of reads on the other guy. Because the play here is straightforward. I mean, there's only so many options. There's literally only 4 options every turn for Charmflash. I mean, this really just straight up comes down to whether or not Charmflash can catch the Flygon. And he's going to have to do that on one of the next, say, 2-ish opportunities. And there's also the matter of, does the Flygon live? It is possible that Charmflash could catch the Flygon with the Surf, but Flygon could live at whatever, 1 HP, 1%, and that would be really obnoxious for him, because that essentially just gives UD another use of the same tactic. So Charmflash has a very limited window, but he does nevertheless have a window to where if he can catch the Flygon with a Surf, and at this point it really kind of needs to be Surf. Toxic is probably not good enough at this point because the players are close enough in PP, and that will take long enough to actually kill the Flygon, especially when it's switching out to where Toxic almost doesn't matter on the Flygon. So Charmflash needs to catch the Flygon on a Surf. And he's going to have a limited opportunity to do that. He's going to have to guess exactly when UD is going to switch in. And we also have to look at Surf PP. He's down to 10 of those, which is plenty if theoretically it's only going to take 1. If theoretically the next Surf will kill, which is what Charmflash needs to hope for, because if he Surfs and doesn't kill him, I think he loses anyway. So it needs to happen here, and stranger things have happened. What needs to happen here is Charmflash catches the Flygon on the exact turn, gets him with Surf, and kills him when he hits him with Surf. That is very, very hard to do. That is very, very precise. He needs to be exactly right with his read on when the Flygon is coming in, and UD has not let it come in very often. He's been very stingy about bringing the Flygon in. So he's going to have to be exactly right about when it comes in, and he's going to need a damage roll that cooperates. That would be an amazing snipe and just such an exciting heat moment to kick off the very first match of CALLOUS Invitational. Man, would that be a play. That would be a highlight reel play right out the gate. But man, is that hard to do. And he doesn't really have 10 Surfs or 9 Surfs or whatever he has, 8 Surfs. He does, but he doesn't. Like, yes, he has that many PP, so where if he hits Milotic with it, he still has X amount more chances. But the problem with that is he needs to... it's hard to explain. Like, he has 8 chances, yes, but like it's not a matter of how many Surfs he has per se. It's a matter of how many times can the Flygon sneak in to waste other PP? Because the PP difference now between the 2 Milos has got to be pretty low. Let's see. Let's do some quick math again. 22 plus 8, 30 plus 5, 35 PP prior to this turn for Charmflash. 0, 16, 2, and 8. So 26 and 30. So it's like a 4 PP difference, 4 or 5, favoring Charmflash. But when does the Flygon come in? And he hasn't come in quite a while. This is just down to the wire. Million refreshes left, right? No, only 5 of them, actually. Oh, but UD only has the 1 Toxic. There's Refresh, and there's Recover. Man, I don't know. I thought this was going to be boring as hell. I was about to entertain you guys with NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys or what have you, but this is actually a lot more tense than I thought it would be. 115 turns, the past 70-something of which have been Milo on Milo. That's the last Toxic for UD. He has only Refreshes and Recovers left. Alright, so there's Refresh. So, in theory, the Choice Band Flygon could actually have Toxic as one of its moves. I don't think that's likely, given what has been shown. For example, Magneton is going to remove things like Scarm or whatever, so I don't know, maybe Toxic makes sense, maybe you hit the bulky water that way, but he's shown Gust, so that means he has a hidden power other than HP Flying. He's going to have Earthquake, so he only has 1 more move. So if he does have Toxic, the Flygon would not have Rock Slide or Fire Blast, which to me seem more important than Toxic, but I guess the Flygon having Toxic is not utterly wild and inconceivable. Oh, this is so tense. The Flygon has not dared peek his head around the corner in ages. This is so tense. There's the Toxic and the Recover. Players are playing pretty quickly now. I'm going to stop and get another PP count when I can. I don't remember if it's exactly 4 or exactly 5 that Charmflash is ahead, but he is nevertheless ahead. I don't want to skip to end and miss something awesome like the Flygon may be coming in, so we are just going to roll with the speed of the game here. Refresh, Recover. Man, I want a PP count, but these guys are too fast. Recover. All right, let's see. 765. Hey, I could do that math. That's 18. And then 10 over here. Whoa, is there that much of a difference? 665 is 17. 17 to 9? Oh, wow. Charmflash is way more ahead. Here's Flygon. No! It's a failure. It's a Recover. There's only going to be so many more turns. Here comes my Lotic. He's got 6 Surfs left. So 6, 4, and 5. He's got 15 PP. 9 PP. Here's Flygon again. No! He's wrong again. There's the Recover. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. This is so tense. I am quaking in my boots watching this. Here's my Lotic. Toxic. Sure. This actually might matter now because I don't know how many refreshes he has left. The answer is 5. There's Surf. He only has 5 of those left. Wow, this is ridiculous. This is so tactical and mind game based and back and forth. There's Surf again. Recover. So he has no refreshes. It's Toxic, Recover, or Surf here. Recover, Recover. PP is 10. PP is 4. Oh my god. Recover, Recover. PP 9 and 3. This is wild. PP 8 and 2, assuming that this is correct. 8 and 4. Man, these numbers. There's Surf. Okay, PP 7 and 3. Difference of 4. This is wild. There's Toxic. There's Refresh. PP 6. PP 2. Both of which are Refresh. This is insane, and we are up to real speed. So the correct and accurate count is 6 and 2. Make that 5 and 1. This is effing wild. Flygon, Surf, down! And Charmflash, I think, has this in the bag now. He's got 2 Toxics left. There's only 1 Refresh left. All Charmflash has to do is Surf here. I don't like that because now Toxic can miss. I think Charmflash fucks up. I think he needed to Surf there and then catch it with Toxic. But it doesn't miss. And Charmflash is going to grind him out. He's had only the Milotic for the past 100+ turns. And he's going to grind him out. UD is going to concede. Charmflash with the 2-0 victory over UD in the opening match of CALLOUS Invitational. What an effing match that just was. What an effing match. Grinds him out with just the Milo over 100 turns. And he knocks UD, who made money in the first CALLOUS Invitational, into the loser's bracket. Charmflash, 2-0 victory. That was fucking heat, man. What a match that just was. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it anywhere near as much as I did. That was a real good one. I cannot wait for more matches in this tournament. There are so many more to come. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you want to check out all the games from this tournament. Join my Discord. Join Pokemon Perfect. And of course, we are accepting donations if you want to help this tournament out. So much more to come. Stay tuned.